This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. And we are back with another video. And in this video, I want to speak on how black men are just useless to one another. And the reason why I say that is because for the most part, a lot of us brothers today, we only get along in dysfunction. We only get along in dysfunction. We only are successful in dysfunction. We're successful in that. And it is because we're useless to one another. And you can see it outside this space and inside this space. It goes on every day with black men. Black men can get along when we're talking about sports. Black men can get along when we're talking about women. Black men, we could get along when we're talking about ways of somehow making money. But when it comes to actually going out and doing these things, like going out and making the money, not just talking about it, but going about doing it. You know, when it's time for us to be functional, we're useless. We're useless. See, you may have a lot of guys around here that like to talk about money all the time, and that's good. Because black men should be talking about business and getting money. Nothing wrong with that. But see, these dudes who boast about money being the end all or be all the shit, those guys are not making guys any money. You see? Show us how many guys got money off of dealing with you. Show us a game plan on how to get money. Where's the presentations? Where's the PowerPoints on ways black men could get money in this space? Let's stop all of the peacocking bullshit. That's not helping nobody. Let's provide agency for black men. Let's be useful to each other for once, instead of using each other and treating each other like we're useless. If too much black men are broke and black men need to get their money up, let's see the streams. Let's see the content where you can teach black men how to grow their money. But see, we're not going to see that. You know why? Because you niggas are useless. You don't want to help black men. You want to talk shit to black men. You want to reign supreme over other black men. You see, we only thrive in dysfunction because black men are useless to each other. When it comes to success, it's an individual game. You notice that when these dudes talk about success and growth and all of this, it's an individual thing. This is why you don't see the content. This is why I challenge you dudes to present the content. It's some guys who present the content, who show you how to do life insurance and all of these things, who actually gives you a blueprint But we need more of that. We need that from the six-figure guys in the space, the guys who are so-called successful. Show us the blueprint. Show black men how to invest their money, where they should put their money into. Let's stop talking shit. Because the shit talking just shows that black men are useless to one another. Even if you gotta create the curriculum and charges. Dudes get up here and pay for drip all the time. Shit, we could pay for a course. But until dudes start doing that type of shit, until dudes start presenting solutions in the ways of teachings, products, and services, because that's how you provide agency to black men. You have to present them with teachings. You have to present them with products, a product, and services. Y'all know y'all can reach out to me, dsalliance1@gmail.com. That is how you provide agency to each other. That is how you be useful to each other. But we're not focused on that shit. We're focused on thriving in uselessness. That's what we focused on. How much shit we could talk to each other to show each other that we actually can't do nothing with each other. Useless. And black men have gotten comfortable being useless to each other in this space. We gotten comfortable with it. This is why this space and the other manosphere operates differently. It operates differently because at the end of the day, regardless of ideological differences that they may have, they still remain useful to each other. And the guys who become useless, they get rid of them. They get rid of them. But see, over here in our space, black men choose to remain useless to each other. Because that is how, for the most part, we survive. By remaining useless to each other, by remaining rugged individuals, by remaining agency-less, if that's a word. But we remain in a space where we don't have agency. And we stay stuck because we remain useless to each other. If we begin to be useful in abundance, then we will create agency for each other. But if I can't see what can be useful to me in you, and you can't see what can be useful to you and me, then we're going to keep thriving in bullshit. I got this, you don't have this, you got this, I got this, I went here, you never been here, you can't do this, you can't do that. We're going to stay stuck in that shit. And what that creates is mediocrity. That's what that creates. So I challenge the black men in this space to become useful. Become useful. Become a tool for your brothers. Become a resource for your brothers. Not to be used, to be useful. See, because if you can't be used, then you're useless. And see, this is the problem. We're useless to each other as black men. We can only use each other for destruction and despair and confusion and effery. See, we can't be useful. We cannot be a resource for anything to each other. Why? Because we don't value each other. There's too many black men practicing a lost value system where brotherhood is no longer valued, where brotherhood is not even on the agenda. Rugged individualism reigns supreme in the lost value system. And this is why black men thrive in dysfunction here and abroad. We win when we're separate, because that's what the lost value system tells you. See, because the lost value system tells you to actually work from the outside in. And this is why black men are useless to one another. And until we understand that we must regain our internal value, the infighting will stop between black men. The self-hate and self-destruction between black men will stop once we begin to value each other. But we'll never do that if we don't understand that the war is internal. It's internal. It's internal. That's why we're useless to each other instead of being useful. Because we only see the lesser parts of ourselves when we look at each other. We don't see ourselves as being fully capable of success as a group. And this is why I say we got to heal before we build. Because together, to the world, we just appear to be a group of pieces of shit. That's how they see black men. A group of dressed up consumers. Dogs chasing their tails. Useless to one another. Cannon fodder. Think about that, brothers. And get down in the comment section and let me know what you think. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all of the visionaries. Salute to the A Game Nation. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Peace.
This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.